What's up YouTube, it's Alex Combow here from Snowbound Apothecary. Today I want to talk to you guys about marketing, because marketing is something that's going to take our businesses to the next level. So let me help you guys reach that next level in today's video. Okay, so first of all, marketing is one of the most important things that you can do for your business other than networking, because what marketing does is marketing actually is like the first step to networking. It helps you build that network by having you open yourself up to other potential clients, potential customers. So what you're looking for when you market is not really to just shove a product into somebody's face. What you're looking for when you market is to start generating relationships with clients, not just saying, hey, this is what I do, this is me, look at me. It's saying, this is what I do, so why don't you talk to me about what I do? So when you market, that's what you need to think about. You need to think about ways that you can start creating conversations. Because people, they buy what they feel from. People think emotionally, not logically. So that means that you need to sell to people emotionally. You need to give people a vision, something that they can get behind. And you need to create content that really tugs at people's hearts, at their dreams, at their desires. And this doesn't mean going and making sad puppy videos. This means creating content that motivates people, that pumps people up, that gets people feeling something. And then whenever they see you, they associate that feeling with you. Okay, so first of all, let me talk about the very first thing you need to do. Anybody that's interested in marketing, the very first thing that you need to do is make sure that if you type your name into Google, if you type your company into Google, you can find yourself on the first page. You want to be the very first person, the very first company on the first page, but you also really want to really just take over that whole first page. You want to make it to where if somebody looks you up, they say, okay, yeah, that's them, that's them, that's them, that's them, that's them. Oh, look, they do something a little bit different on Instagram than they do on Twitter. Look, they do something a little bit different on YouTube than they do on their website. Oh, they write blogs, that's cool. I can learn more about them from their blogs. That's what you want with marketing. You want to be able to open that communication with them without actually having to directly communicate with them. That way they can type out an email and say, hey, I already know a little bit about you because I've looked up your company. I can tell more about you based off of the way that your posts are. So now when you're creating a marketing plan, what you need to think about is you need to think about a way that you can really connect with your clientele. So first of all, you need to figure out who your clientele is. With marketing, there's really three different kinds of ways that you can sell. Some will argue four, but we'll just cover the three in this video. And the three is business to client / customer, business to business, and business to government. So are you selling to customers? Are you selling to other people? Are you selling to businesses? Or are you selling to the government? Now, no matter what you're selling to, they can make their decision based off of emotions, but you need to realize that the most emotional selling is going to be business to customer. So that's B2C. So the most emotional people you're going to deal with are if you deal to just regular people. If you deal with a business, especially a bigger business, they may have a board of directors that they have to go through to make the decision. They may have an entire list of people, a CFO, an entire accounting staff. They may have all of these things that they have to throw the decision to before they actually make it. They have to throw this idea out to them and say, hey, what do you think? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? And when you're doing that, you need to start thinking more logically. This is how it's going to benefit them. This is what it's going to do for them. But if you're dealing with small businesses, even small businesses can be more emotional than big businesses because you've only got maybe one CEO, a sales rep, maybe somebody else on their team, maybe just a 3, 4, 5 person team. And when that's all it is, it's not that emotional. I mean, it's not that logical. It's very, very emotional. Now, I'm not just talking about sales here, I'm talking about marketing. But when you're marketing, you need to think about how you are eventually going to get to the point where you close the sale. Because when you're marketing, you don't want to close the sale right then. Nobody wants to just be stopped and said, hey, buy this right now. Hey, buy this right now. Hey, buy this right now. People, no matter how emotional they are, they need some sort of logic. So what you're doing when you're marketing is you're creating that logic, creating that connection with your company to the person. So you're saying, this is my company, this is what we do. I may not make a sale off of this Instagram post or this 100 of Instagram posts, but these posts, they tell you what we do so that when you see my emotional content that is actually going to drive you to make the sale, then you know that logically you have already done your research on the company. Whether or not you have done your research because you've seen my company so many times, you think to yourself, I've done that research, I know who I'm dealing with, and I know they're trustworthy just because of that exposure that you've had with them. But now see, what people say is 3 general posts and 1 closing post for social media. That's what people say. But for small businesses, I'd argue that ratio is a little bit different. For small businesses, what you're doing with your clientele is you're trying to build that trust with them. So you've got this clientele, you've got this network of people that follow you, that stay around you, you've got your general fans, but you don't want to close on your general fans because you don't want them to leave. So I say 5 emotional posts to 1 non-emotional post. Now, if you follow me on social media, you know I usually like to post 2 times a day on my Instagram and usually 1 time a day on my Twitter. So my Twitter is more like 3 to 1 because I post less often, but my Instagram is more like 5 to 1 because I post more often. Although with Instagram, typically what I like to do is I like to put my sales in my story so that it doesn't take away from my feed. Now, people will say that there are different, better ways to do this, but the great thing about the story is you can end up at the top of somebody else's story just because they've liked your post. But then again, because somebody's following thousands of people, you may not end up at the very first person that they see when they pull up their Instagram. So all that does is it really betters your chances, it betters your odds of people looking at your content, clicking your content, seeing your content. And the great thing about that is you can see who views your content. And when you post a regular post, you can't see who views your post, you can only see people who like your post. So now you can actually start to create a little bit of a different environment because you can say, this person always views my Instagram story, this person always views my Twitter story, but they never like my posts. So now you know that when you're posting, you want to start grabbing people's attention more and you want to start creating newer, better content. And it may not be completely shifting away from the current content that you're posting, but it may be just improving upon the content, maybe taking an extra 5 minutes when you're putting something together to make it look better. Or maybe the missing ingredient is just you being a human being and not being a robot. And that's what marketing is. When you're marketing, you are showing them that you or your business, you are human, or your business is owned by human. You or your business, you both have emotions and you both have something that you're working towards. Visions, goals, you have shortcomings, you have things that you're working on, you have things that you are great at, things that you're horrible at. That's what marketing does. Marketing says, hey, look at this, I'm pretty good at this. And then that starts to build conversations with people. So that's really all you need to know with marketing is just start thinking about it in a different way. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Please comment, please subscribe. And check me out next time. Every Monday, every Thursday, I post a video for you guys. Thank you guys again for watching.